5 timeless principles to survive the storm. There are moments when life feels impossibly heavy, when the silence around you roars louder than any noise, when night seems never ending, and even taking the next breath feels like a quiet act of resistance. We've all faced these depths. We don't remain trapped in them because we're built for resilience, not defeat. Struggles don't shape who we are. They uncover who we've always been. And in those darkest hours, 5 enduring lessons from ancient wisdom help us stand tall, even as everything else crumbles. 1. Carry only what belongs to you. When everything around you is falling apart, pain multiplies the moment you try to shoulder what was never yours to bear: the past, other people's judgments, outcomes beyond your reach. These are not your burdens. The Stoic Epictetus reminded us, some things are in our control, most are not. Strength begins when we stop trying to bend the world and start mastering ourselves. This is the first fire you walk through. Can you release what's beyond your grasp and take full command of what still is? We stop asking, why me? And start asking, what now? We don't crumble under the weight of injustice. We rise with what remains: our clarity, our self-discipline, and the fierce will to endure. 2. Let pain refine you, not ruin you. Pain isn't the enemy. It's the sculptor of who we become. While most run from it, numb it, or get lost in it, a rare few step into the fire willingly. The grounded, the awake, the resilient. Seneca once wrote, "Hardship trains the mind the way labor trains the body." Every blow life lands is a chance not for defeat, but for transformation. We don't beg for ease. We prepare for resilience. Because true strength is never born in comfort. It's carved out through grief, rejection, failure, and long, silent battles. Every scar tells a story. Every crack shows we didn't just survive, we evolved. And still, we rise. Still, we walk forward. 3. Remember, you are temporary, and that is your strength. When the burden feels endless, when darkness stretches without end, hold on to this one truth: nothing lasts. Not your pain, not your fear, not even you. But this isn't for comfort, it's for perspective. Marcus Aurelius, emperor and master of his mind, wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that shape your words, your choices, your thoughts. Memento Mori, you will die. So will I. Everything you dread, everything you chase, everything you hold tight will one day disappear. And hidden in that brutal reality is a rare kind of freedom. If all things fade, why live in fear? Why not face the storm knowing it's temporary? Why not meet the chaos with stillness in your core and purpose in your step? We weren't born to tiptoe through life. We were born to stand firm while the world shakes. 4. Suffering only transforms when it's tied to purpose. Pain by itself is chaos. It burns without direction. But pain aimed at something greater, that becomes power. The Stoics never chased comfort, they chased character. They didn't fear struggle, they feared wasting it. Because it's not the suffering that breaks us, it's the kind that feels meaningless. When life wounds us, we must give that pain a role to play. We must point it at the mission. Viktor Frankl later said, "Those who have a why can bear almost any how." The Stoics lived this truth centuries earlier. Endurance becomes possible, even noble, when your soul is fixed on something beyond the pain. So in your darkest moments, ask yourself, what am I hurting for? To protect what matters, to rise stronger, to prove to myself that I won't break. We're not meant to float aimlessly through suffering. We're meant to push through it with direction, with fire, and with purpose that outlives the storm. 5. You don't rise in peace, You rise in chaos. Ease makes us comfortable, but it's the fire that forges who we are. When the world around you collapses, when nothing makes sense, that's the moment the real you steps forward. Character isn't built in praise or comfort. It's built in silence, in setbacks, in the choice to get back up when it would be easier to give in. Musonius Rufus, mentor to emperors, once said, "The soul is strengthened through struggle, not by wishing, but by enduring." When your body trembles and your spirit begs for rest, the way forward is still the same. You walk into the storm and become the storm. You lose everything and still hold on to yourself. That is your power. Not escape, not comfort, but the ability to rise again and again, even from the ashes. Not survival, resurrection.